6th of February 1958, 17 Manchester United players were heading home from a victory in Belgrade when their plane they were in crashed. Of the 44 people on board, 20 were killed, including 8 of the Busby Babes. The Manchester United team were returning from a Champions League match they played the night before. The Busby Babes would never be the same. The time of which the accident happened will never be forgotten. 11:06 on February the 6th, 1958 at Munic. Of the 23 people who perished and the 21 who survived, the most tragic death was of Duncan Edwards, who died in hospital while his friends and family were by his side.
So far, we know there are 23 survivors after Manchester United's air crash at Munich this afternoon. Of the crew of 6 and 38 passengers on board, including a baby, these are the people so far known to have survived. Of the Manchester United party, Matt Busby, manager, and the following players: Gregg, Wood, Folkes, J. Blanchflower, Morgans, Berry, Charlton, Violet.
Where were you when it happened?
I was in the restaurant getting a cup of coffee when I heard such a commotion. Everybody was racing here, there and everywhere.
Did you run to the window? Did you actually see the plane?
I saw the plane, yes. Yeah.
Did you see people running out?
Yes, all the emergency services and everything.
What happened after the accident?
Well, we couldn't get out. We shut the runway. We was there for several hours, just milling about, watching through the windows. Oh, I'm a Manchester City fan, me, but it was still a terrible thing what happened.
Did you realise that Frank Swift was on there?
Yes, I knew Frank was on it.
We had to cut this interview short as Mr. Hughes became very emotional. The rebirth had started just 13 days later as Manchester United were on their way to Wembley for the FA Cup final. Bobby Charlton didn't play until the following season. When he played again, he led the Babes, which had new faces such as George Best, to victory in the European Cup 10 years after the Munich air disaster. After this, the world would know the name of Manchester United.
One cold and bitter Thursday in Munich, Germany, 8 great football stalwarts conceded victory. 8 men who'll never play again, who met destruction there. Oh, the pride of English football, the flowers of Manchester. MacBusby's lads were flying home, returning from Belgrade. A great united family, each masters of their trade. The pilot of the aircraft, the skipper, Captain Payne. 3 times he tried to take off, and twice turned back again. And the 3rd time down the runway, disaster followed close. 'Twas eyes upon the wings, and the aircraft never rose. It smashed into the marshy ground, it broke and overturned, and 8 of United's lads were killed as the battered aircraft burned. Roger Byrne and Tommy Taylor were capped for England's side. Highland's Billy Whelan and England's Jeff Penn died. Mark Jones and Eddie Coleman and David Pegg also. Before the blazing wreckage went a-ploughing through the snow. A train, a coach and a secretary and a member of the crew. Also 8 sporting journalists who with the United flew. And one of them big Swifties we never will forget the finest English goalkeeper who ever graced the net.